Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? Let me just check things are working. Let me put the music on for you guys. Let me know if you can hear a little bit of music in the background. But yes, here we are. We are at the painting desk for what's been a very long time. So yeah, nice to sort of see if we can get back in the saddle of things, shall we? But yeah, hope everyone's good and well. Oh, getting some feedback on myself. 1 second. Let me put the mute. Otherwise, you can hear me twice. There we go. You might have heard me just say hello again for the first time. Bit rusty since I've done this. I haven't used this setup I've got now for quite some time, so hopefully we're good. I think we're okay now. Bit of music in the background, bit of chat going up and going. Let's get the paintbrushes out. Tetley's there. Hello, mate. Let me know if you can hear a bit of music in the background. Not too loud, but just some synthwave to us to chat. Right, so this is the plan. Now, I will probably cut this down into a video as well. So let me try and do a bit of an intro to this so that I can cut it up into little bits and make a video out of it. But this is a model sent to me by the awesome Nerdy Geezer. His channel will be linked down below if you haven't seen him. But this is a Dreadnought from the Warhammer 40,000 universe. Yeah, he picked this up off of eBay, and he's collectibles. He likes all sorts of things like little statues and stuff, toys, all that sort of stuff on his collectibles channel. And he wanted one of these because it reminds him of what he used to paint with and play with when he was a kid. But as you can see from eBay, and it's been painted fine. It's, you know, it's a very safe paint job. Actually, white is a really hard color to paint, so kudos to the person for trying to do that at least. But it's not got much depth to it. It's quite safe. This looks like it may have just rolled off the assembly line in the 40k universe. So it needs a bit of beating up. Needs a bit of character added to it. Even to that base is very sort of bland as well, right? So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to take this miniature and hopefully make it look like it's been through the wars a bit, and we might even get a little bit risque and maybe drill some holes in it and stuff like that, as long as Nerdy Geezer approves. But I think he trusts me to do whatever I think is right to make this look a bit more like it's been through the grim dark wars of the 40k universe. So yeah, that's the plan tonight. Now, bonus is that it's already in parts, so it hasn't been glued together, so I can get to the base really easy, which is nice. I can get to these legs nice and easy. Even the arms haven't been glued in, so everything can come away nice and easy like that. I can see some people dropping in. It's a dipping night from Retro Chef. Hello, mate. Nerdy Geese is there as well. Hello, my friend. Cotton Candy UK is over on Twitch. Hello, mate. You all right? Hope you're good. So yeah, we're going to do some bits and pieces to this. We're going to weather it up for sure. We're going to finish off some of the paint that was never finished, and then we might batter it up a little bit. And something I would like to have a go at is I have an oil based paint called this kind of grimy paint. I'd like to give that a go, but whether we get it all done tonight, I don't know. We're going to definitely use some pigments as well, because we're going to want to use pigments on the base and therefore have some dirt going up the legs and stuff. But we basically just want to make it look a bit more grim. All right, cool. So let's crack on, and we can go. The first thing I'm going to need is my airbrush. So I'm going to turn on my compressor. You may hear a rattling. I don't know. Actually, quite quiet, I think. So maybe not. Nerdy Geese has already said whatever you reckon, mate. Good stuff. We might be chopping a bit out of it then. We might get the little drill in there, because I think this looks too clean. These panels here, right? To me, these are far too clean, and he's definitely going to be taking some shots. So, you know, a few bullet holes here and there, some scorch marks, that sort of thing would look pretty cool. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So once my airbrush is kind of, Chef wants me to dip it. I'm not sure there's going to be dipping with it, buddy, but we'll see. We'll see. Now, what state did I leave my airbrush in the last time I used it? Not too bad of a state. Maybe we'll grab my other airbrush for a second. Where was it? Yeah, exactly. We're going to go for the weathered look. Absolutely. Oh, wow. That shows how long I haven't used my airbrushes for. They are... This one's actually got some rust on it, which I need to clean. Look at that. Look inside that cup. That's not good. It's not good. That's all right. We'll break out this one. I don't think it's rust. I think it's dried paint, but it looks like rust. So yeah, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put it all together, and I'm going to put some black. I'm going to put some shade in. Basically, I'm going to put some make the dark bits where it should be dark a lot darker than it currently is, because at the moment it's far too bright. Actually, maybe we'll do it apart. Maybe we'll do it apart. We'll do it in sub assemblies. That would be probably better. All right, check me. Check this is zoomed in enough or zoomed out enough. Yeah, that's right. We get a little bit of height on the camera. There we go. About where I'm going to be holding it, so just... Yep, cool. So yeah, we're going to go with some black Templar. So we're going to use this first. We're going to just do some sort of shading in the shading areas. So a little bit of this into my airbrush. Probably more than I need. There we go. Really get in under those panels and stuff. It doesn't matter too much if we get it where we don't want it, because we're going to re-highlight the model anyway. I just want to get it. I just want to get the black down into all the crevices, because that's what it would be. It'd be a lot darker in the recesses of the model than it would be. And even just doing this instantly gives the model a bit more depth. Yes, I think Nerdy Geezer, I think you paid, what was it, about £15 for this model or so? which is a really good way of doing it, because if you pay 15 quid for this sort of model, and it's, I mean, if you were just doing tabletop, you could just leave this as it was, to be honest. It's only that it just hasn't got much with much going on with it as far. So like, even though I've only done a very small amount of spray painting, what I'm trying to do here is where all these panels here are just everything's white. So even in the inside of the leg there, which clearly wouldn't be that color if there was no light getting to it, well, all you're doing here is just, I'm just blackening up the sort of deeper crevices, so you instantly get more text, you actually get more depth straight away here than what you would get here, right? It's just flat color. So that's all that this first initial bit is, just putting in the shading that you would have done right at the beginning of the model. When you first made the model, you would have first just maybe primed it black and then gone white over the top. Obviously the bits that don't see sunlight would be darker than the bits that do. Okay, and then the arms, obviously this is the outside of the arm, so I'm happy that that's catching loads of light, but on the inside of the arm be a lot less light, so we can really get in there and darken it down a bit. Same with inside the hand, gun barrel there. Oh, it'll be all right, mate. You know, one thing, it won't be any worse. Hopefully you'll like what I do. Like I say, I'm gonna just try and make it look a bit more like it's actually been in fights and been in wars and stuff. Just grime it up a whole load. These feet won't be anything like this colour when we finish. Okay, I think that's enough of the airbrush for the moment. I'm going to dry fit this back together again, make sure I've not missed any obvious spots. Yeah, so just that bit underneath there I need to re-get because it needs to be a lot darker there. But already just with a quick bit of the sort of shading, you immediately start to see the difference in the model, because there is dark areas where there would be dark areas and there's light areas where there would be light areas, rather than the whole thing being a light area. For instance, here would be all dark. Yeah, see, because that sticks out over the front of that and creates a lot more shadow there. And probably can just get these fingers a bit more. Which, by the way, if you're ever painting a model, what I've just done, you could have achieved with what's called a zenith prime. Zenithal prime is when you prime the model once that way up in black and this way on top with white, and it gives you the undershading and top shade and highlighting. All I've done is I've just got to go back and do the sort of pre-shading with the airbrush. So yeah, even just a bit untidily, it will instantly look like it's got more depth than it had before. So that's good. That's good stuff. I mean, with the feet here, the most thing we'll do here is we'll damage them up a little bit, and then we'll get some pigment down, because the pigment will sort of come up off the feet. Like if this guy's stomping across what I guess is trying to be like a dryish looking, I don't know, planet, then of course dust and stuff would be kicking up over its legs. So I'll do that sort of spray going up as it's kind of stamping down and creating little clouds of sand or whatever. That's what we'll do. Right, the next thing I'm going to do is battle damage. No, we'll do that. Actually, we'll save that. We'll save the battle damage. I will do any tidying up that I want to do now. For instance, on all the reds that they've got, we need a bit of variety. I'm going to grab the paintbrush. I'm going to grab a little bit of red. I'm going to go with some Wild Rider red, and then we've got a little bit of Fire Dragon bright as well. Let's do a sound check, guys. You can hear me okay, and the music's not too loud or anything. If we assume that this is the darkest of the reds, then from about here on up, we're going to see a lighter shade of red. Cool, thanks Lee. Cheers, buddy. Come on, get your arm off. There we go. you need, I'm going to assume it was Mephiston red, I think they've used. Might be a little bit hard to just exactly match the colours, but I think it's Mephiston by the looks of it. Missed the old synthwave. Yeah. There we go. See, before it was a flat red before, so now I'm just trying to get a blend from a dark red. Doesn't show up that well on the camera actually, but from the original dark red to a bit lighter where it gets lighter towards the top, obviously, and then we'll have a nice kind of highlight across the top there. Yeah, it's been lit up. And then obviously we're back to being darker across the top here. Sides. Just gives it a bit more of a gradient on the knee than we had before. Whoever painted this before was a perfectly fine model painter. They were just very flat in their colours, so rather than having any blend or gradient, they just did it in one flat colour. All I'm doing is just adding that gradient in. Your darks are darks and your lights are lights. When it's under the barrel, they would be even darker, but you can always come back to that. Any other red bits? They got the other arms do. Yeah, I would like to try and chop. I'll have a go at doing it. Maybe I'll be better with a voiceover, but it'd be nice to have to chop this up into a video if possible. Appreciate anyone that hangs out. I know this isn't what people want to see on especially on the YouTube side of things. I understand if people aren't hanging around or anything. Okay, this is more for me than it is for anyone else. Just my little downtime. It is lovely weather tonight, mate. You're absolutely right. I can hear the rain on the lodge. Just sat here. Yeah, a little time lapse or something might be good. Yeah. I might just cut to like significant parts when I'm painting it. But even on these missile pods, I just want to highlight them a little bit. Yeah, so you'll be able to see it, Lee, when you can't tell on the camera, but it goes from like this kind of like almost a orangey red here right through to a dark red down here, so that you've got a bit more. And I might just add to the darkness, because the dark isn't quite as dark as I'd want it to be. I think if we grab a dark red, well, these paints haven't been used for a while. I can feel how unmixed they are. Right, where's my little mixer? Hey Janus, yes. I know I haven't painted in so blimmin' long. Well, unfortunately, the inspiration was meant to come from me attending Salute this year, but instead I ended up going into hospital and having an operation. Retro Skelly, hello mate. Yeah, so I missed Salute, which I was gutted about, if I'm honest. But I've had this model from my friend sat on the table for some time, and because it's already sort of chunk of the way there from being painted, this felt like a good way to sort of get back into it. All I'm doing here is I'm just going to darken these reds down, because right near underneath the knee here could be a lot darker. Whilst keeping that blend above. Yeah, I'm back in the hospital today, tomorrow, Lee. So I'm sort of getting checked over and hopefully have all my dressings removed and stuff. So yeah, hopefully tomorrow I get the sort of, you know, all clear, back to normal, I hope. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the stress-free painting is always helpful. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I've just darkened it under the knee there now, so it goes from a dark red right through to a sort of an orange at the top there. Just gives it a nice bit of color gradient. Same with this one as well. I'm still nowhere near 100%. That sucks, buddy. Sorry to hear that, pal. You're getting to work and stuff though, right now, so that's positive. There we go, the same with that. Forgot, I should have took a picture of before and after, shouldn't I? I should have took a picture of when I started it. Picture from when I've done it, but maybe you've got the original pictures, Lee. The original eBay ones or something. Yeah, hopefully, mate. Hopefully it should go well. Should all be alright. Cool. So yeah, so again, if we stick him back together again, you'll instantly should be able to see that the reds pop a little bit more, especially on his knee pad there. The arm rests, or the arm guards, whatever you want to call those. But yeah, rather than the flat one color it was before. Next up, we're gonna do we'll do the gold, I think. Yeah, I know you have the vid. I just wanted to, yeah, I'm probably have to I'll grab a screenshot or something of it. It'd be nice to do a before and after comparison, won't it? Well, as long as you think the after looks better than the before. If you don't, then we won't do that. I don't know if Janice and Cotton are still there from Twitch, but you guys been back? Have you guys been painting and doing hobby stuff recently? Right. I also need some Ruin Fang. Should we go for Ruin Fang? Yeah, I think we can go Ruin Fang. Oh, nice. 3D printing some goblins and painting that. That's cool. I was sick 2 days last week because it got cold. Oh, that sucks, mate. That sucks. We might actually maybe we'll dry brush all of this metal work. Yeah, that might be a quicker way of doing it, I think. Grab a, here's a dry brush. Where's a dry brush when I need one? You'll do. You'll do. I'd say there's probably more of a overbrush than a dry brush, but all we're trying to do is just catch all the edges of the metal just to bring them up a level. Missed entire gun bit here, so we'll have to come back. This is going to take the most work because the entire gun barrel has been missed here, so we'll have to repaint that. Working through Silver Tower, Dreadfleet boxes, some 30k Dark Angels. Nice. You guys excited for 10th edition or interested at all in 10th edition of 40k? I'm probably going to pick the box up purely because it's got Tyranids in it. My son James will like all the new Tyranids. It's a shame it's also Space Marines, because I don't actually care about that, but yeah, so if you look here, look, this whole piece here is the gun barrel. So you've got this, and then they've just missed all of this completely, which is no big deal. It's not, you know, it's not a problem at all. We shall get in there and we shall fix it right this second, I think. We'll go with some lead belcher. There we go, there's lead belcher. Let's just grow having enough stock, yeah. Yeah, I wasn't bothered about it until I saw new Tyranids, and I don't know when it releases, but I feel like it's going to be around August time, which is when my son's birthday is. So I will pick up a box so that he can have a load of new Tyranids to paint and build. I might do the Space Marines just because I need an excuse to paint all the other Space Marines I've got and the 2 Knights I've got. So I could just do a Space Marine army, and I'll just keep it really simple so that I can paint fast. Ah, Jim, hello, mate. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm actually painting again. It's not a playback. This is Nerdy Geezer bought a Dreadnought off of eBay, and it was just a bit flat. You know, the person that painted it, perfectly fine job, but they just used very flat colours, done no shading, done no texture to anything. So I am just gonna give it a little bit of TLC to see if we can't make it look a bit better. Definitely don't want to shoot them down because they did a fine job. It's just very basic. And it gives me an excuse to not start from scratch, but start with something I can get into. Dreadnoughts are Marines who've been wounded so bad that they basically, and yeah, pretty much. I think that's the case. Yes, stuffed inside this machine to one last hurrah. They would have been dead anyway. Dreadnought versus Dreadnought. Yeah. Yeah, how are you, Jim? Are you up to any? I'm sure you must have some projects on the go. Right, so let that gun dry for a bit. Happy with that. Takes a bit. So it doesn't matter too much about the feet because the feet are going to be caked in dust. The assumption that when this thing stamps down on the ground, it picks up a big old plume. I would like some grey sear. That's the best stuff, I reckon, for this job. It's Korak, maybe it's Korax White. Maybe I'll find the best place for this light to be. Maybe just a little bit up. Oop, there we go. About there? Yeah, about there, I reckon. No, I need it closer. I need it closer. You don't need to see my face anyway. I'm best off shrouded in darkness. Where's best to try this? We're just going to get rid of some of the overspray. Not all of it, because actually when I come to do the sponging of battle damage, this bit of overspray will actually blend in quite nicely. If it's a bit too crazy, we'll get rid of it. And just edging the panels again so they look a bit more crisp. This will look a bit harsh in places because I'm having to do it, but when we come to weathering up and stuff, it'll all sort of come together. Yes, again, what I'm doing is all very subtle, but it's all just bringing more definition to the model. So again, you can't really tell, but by sort of doing the panel lining here, you can see that there are angles to the shape of the armor, and you know, it just stands out a bit more defined than before. Even the little imperfections and that in places help it to sort of have depth. In my eyes, it does anyway. I like to see things, especially if this is like a war machine, it just wouldn't look perfect. Yeah, it needs what I call the George Lucas effect. Yeah, it needs to look, exactly. It needs to look like unless you're designing your army as a kind of it's just rolled off the assembly line type thing. Otherwise, yeah, he needs to. Oh dear. 1 second, guys. I just need to go on mute for a second. There we go. Sorry about that. Just had to quickly deal with something. Mort, hello mate. Was I ordering my Chinese through the Alexa? No, I wasn't. I was we use the announce feature in this house a lot because it's very good. If you've got it in every room, great to sort of do house-wide messages rather than the traditional way of doing it where you just shout as loud as you possibly can. I was doing some of that, but I'm afraid after my little operation, might be less and less Chinese in my future. How you doing, Mort? Yeah, I'm very good, mate. Yes. I was telling the others, apart from I had to have a little operation a couple of weeks ago, I'm all good. Still me, I'm just me minus a gallbladder. Yeah, I'm okay, buddy. Yeah, and it was a rough old week. Ended up in A&E a couple of times, and then yeah, I'm alright, buddy. Mort, are you at UK Games Expo this year? Yeah, they've looked after me very well, mate. Yes. I was gutted because I couldn't get to Salute. I was actually in hospital when Salute happened. I know you don't tend to. I don't think you've been to. You go to Salute. I know you're obviously much more on the RPG side of things. Oh, you are there, brilliant. Well, because I missed Salute, I would really like to get up to UK Games Expo, so hopefully I can. Hopefully I can come and say hello. It's been a long time. Oh, someone's busting in. It's my daughter. Hi, it's right. You can come and say hello. What's up? Oh yeah, you're that quick at Rangers. Come and say hello to everybody. That's the cat camera there. So. Yeah, no, that one. I'm painting my friend. My friend bought what's called a Dreadnought off eBay. It wasn't in a very good state, so I'm repairing it. It's like my knee gradient. Look, you'll appreciate this. Look, it goes from dark red through to an orange. You know. Do you appreciate that?
Yeah, I do appreciate
that. Good. How was Rangers? All right.
Is that right?
Yeah, good.
They're doing a trip to practice.
Oh, well, that sucks. Sure you don't want to go there on your 18th birthday?
No. They are actually.
Oh, okay. Alright. Yeah, Mum's at the theatre, yeah. She won't be late, but she's just at the theatre. Everything's just alright. Boys are all upstairs, they're all going to bed and stuff. Yeah. I was going to sit down here I'll probably finish about 10 o'clock or something, or in about an hour's time or so. Yeah. Alright then. Good stuff.
Like I look exactly like you, so like no one's gonna have any like confusion.
Yeah, that's my daughter, everybody. She's about to be 18. I'm about to be a father to an 18-year-old and have many heart attacks.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I'm sure I will. No, I doubt it. Alright, love you, sweetheart. See you in a bit. Yeah, I'm gutted because it was the 50th anniversary of Salute, wasn't it? So, not only do I normally always go to Salute, it was obviously a special one this year, but unfortunately I was in the hospital, so yeah. Cheeside Gamer, hello mate. Now, exactly, now with 5% less Martin. Yeah, these streams have got a little bit less of me, and how much a gallbladder accounts for body mass wise, probably not very much, probably a very small amount of you. Or more, I'll hopefully closer to the time I'll give you a shout, mate. It'd be great to catch up with you on, because if I go up, I'll definitely go up for like a couple of days or something. It'd be great to see you. For anybody else, if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's a thing called UK Games Expo. It's on every year at the Birmingham NEC, and if you've got family, it is a fantastic thing to go. I mean, even if you haven't, it's a fantastic thing to go if you like all things tabletop, so board games, war games, but very specifically board games and role-playing games. It's an entire weekend of not just going there and buying stuff, which is what Salute is mostly about. Salute is a lot of stalls. There is a lot of stuff to buy, but there's also just a load of games to try out. So the world is much bigger than Monopoly and Cluedo. UK Games Expo is a fantastic place to go with a family for the weekend and just play so many games. And if you want to, then obviously you can bring that game home and all of that, but yeah. No, that was Faith coming back from Rangers, so she just came down to say hello. Oh, awesome, Mort. Yeah, that'd be great then. Saturday night sounds, that'd be great. Well, like I said, I'd really like to go because I'm gutted I missed out on Salute. Right, need that to dry. I need to get actually I can use a bit of Ruined Fang silver. That can work. We have kicked off an 8-month series of war games and videos highlighting a whole series of pivotal anniversaries, 80th and 30th. So we're very busy from now until end of November at least. Set crikey, dude. Don't do things by half, do you, mate? That's that torso bit done for now. So we'll go back to what we were doing on the legs here. So we're going to do exactly what I did before. Just highlight and tidy up the panels from any over spray and other bits and pieces. I think it's turning out rightly, so hopefully you'll like the finished product when it's done. If anything, it'll just look a bit more defined. You know? It's quite nice to pick up the paintbrushes again. It's been a bit long since I've actually tried to just paint anything. I'll be happy if it just looks okay, because it means I haven't completely forgotten how to do it. Yeah, white is a pig's. I mean, I was tempted to spray it a different color, but you know, it was purchased as a white Dreadnought, so you know, thought we'd keep its original color, and we'd just take it up a few notches. I must admit, by the time I'm finished, it isn't going to look that white anyway, because I am very tempted to give the oil wash a try and really grime it up. I'm gonna sponge. Oh, bugger, that's the first mistake I've made. We're gonna sponge it anyway to do a load of battle damage on it. Oh, okay, mate. Yeah, well, that's what these streams are all about. These streams are just total and utter kill. Almost like, hopefully, a visual ASMR type thing. uh, did you have to retake your brush license? No, no. Maybe I should have done though. Maybe you should have to be checked before you can start painting again. Check whether you've still got minimum brush control. Luckily, I wasn't that great of a painter before I stopped, so whatever skills I may have lost. Oh, Jim sent me a picture. Let's have a look. Oh, mate, that looks wicked. Jim, you always do such nice things. Yes. Very cool. I love those containers, mate. That blue container with all the writing on the side and stuff. It looks so cool. Looks like that is scale modelling. That is wicked. Should go back and finish the Kelly's Heroes Wall of Miniatures I started back in 2020. It looks great, mate. It looks great. Oh, mate. Yeah, there's so more. There's so many projects I have not finished. Even my I was meant to start a Modern Warfare one with a friend, Gaz, but I've not spoken to Gaz for years now, so I've got a whole thing of insurgents to paint for a modern warfare game. It was going to be my first attempt at painting something like that, and he was doing, I think, British Forces, I think. Just got into Team Ankeny terrain for the scale now. I've unkilled these heroes a few times with various game systems. You always went at the problem at the end. You have to put the Sherman up against. Yeah. I really liked. I've only played it not even a handful of times. I've played it a couple of times. I really liked Flames of War. Almost. That is another project that I should finish because I nearly finished it. I nearly did entire 3D printed French. Well, it was. I don't know if it was. Someone would definitely find a problem. A historic person would definitely find a problem with it. But to me, it looked like a French village for Normandy. It was so close to being finished. I need to go back and do that because I actually really liked Flames of War. Oh, throw the guy's hand away. Okay, so once I've got all this kind of panel work done, I'm then gonna ruin the model by going over it with a sponge and some paint to sort of damage it. Basically, I'm gonna make it look like it's had a few scrapes. I'm not too fussed about the feet because we will be. Let's put him together for a sec and have a look at him. There we go. So yeah, just a bit more definition in everything. Yeah, cool. Right, I do need to grab a bit of sponge or something. I don't seem to have one here. Yeah, so just going to use a bit of sponge to randomly put some sort of marks on this lovely clean white miniature. He's not going to be clean white for long. I'm going to go with a Morphong brown. Right, Nerdy Geezer's happy. That's good, mate. As long as you're happy, it's your miniature, so as long as you like it. You might not be saying that in a minute, mate. I want a smaller bit, to be honest. I want like just a little bit. Okay. There's some bits. Yes, said Steve. Hello, mate. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, so hopefully you can pick it up on the camera, but what I'm doing there is just with the sponge, got a little bit of brown paint. Most of it's cleared off the sponge, and then I'm just dabbing the miniature just in random spots, just where it would take, you know, grapes and possibly the hands would be a bit more scratched up because that's far too much. Add that off. Thanks, man. It's actually if you search YouTube for like copyright free synthwave, there's some really cool stuff out there. yeah, it will. It's surprising what just a little bit of a sponge and a little bit of paint can do. You can. I mean, less is sometimes more. But I just want to put it together again, look at it, see if there's anywhere that's over or under weathered. It's still too clean, and we're going to solve that. But now looks like it's taken a bunch of scrapes. If I can get that to focus. It's difficult because the model's white. It does reflect an awful lot of light. But to my eyes, that looks pretty good. Maybe just on the back piece here, I need to do a bit. For the legs. Very clean on the inside of the leg there. Oh, great. I'll have to check that one. I've not heard of that one, Gassed Steve, so I'll look that one up. A little dab more because I need to do the feet. Yeah, so hopefully there you can see where, especially on those flat panels where it's now looks like it's been in a few more scrapes now. It's had a bit more, it's a bit more banged up than it was before. And of course what we're going to do is use a little bit of silver to really accentuate some of those knocks to make it look like there's fresh, you know, serrated metal underneath some of those knocks. Some of the bigger ones. And these fingertips here where they've been maybe worn down to the bare metal underneath. You haven't got to do it everywhere, you can just do suggestions of it here and there where it's taken more of the paint off or whatever, and there's the sheet metal underneath. I've become much more of a fan of like more weathered miniatures than pristine looking ones. Also means you can hide mistakes, let's be frank. If something's not quite the way you wanted it, do it as battle damage. you can get away with a lot more. But yeah, if I zoom in on this piece here, you can see how a very simple thing like sponging it on just makes it look a lot more interesting than, again, when I first picked up the miniature, these were flat white panels, and now they've got not only shading, but they've got damage, they've got the highlight as well still there. It does look a lot better straight away. But I need right, this is where I need to ask permission, because I haven't done this before. I've seen it done many times. I understand the concepts of it, but I would like to give this stuff a go, which is called streaking grime, and you essentially cover the miniature in this stuff and then use white spirits to slowly remove it. Now you end up with like really cool, like proper grimy effects, but Nerdy Geezer says go for it. So it says apply it to the side plates of your vehicle, paint vertical lines with a fine brush, and once dry, blend them with vertical motion using white spirit. So yeah, so you basically paint it all on like a wash, and then use white spirits to remove the bits away. Yes, varnish the miniature first. Yes, that would be a very good idea. So we're going to matte varnish the miniature, and then we're going to have a go. And I think if it does right, I mean, when I see this stuff done properly, it looks wicked, mate. So I think it's well worth a go. But yeah, if I don't varnish it first, putting white spirits on the miniature would probably not be a very good idea. Right, let's clean my airbrush out first. I need to grab some tissues. I must have some tissues around somewhere. I have a little bit of tissue in my pocket, but that's about it. This will have to do. We'll make this work. If it doesn't work, there'll be another stream tomorrow night. Absolutely. If it doesn't work, I have another Dreadnought in the drawer over there, so Lee will be getting a new Dreadnought. It will be fine. Oh, Cotton did that on a miniature. Oh, bless you, mate. That sucks. Am I getting clear liquid out of this now? Yep, it's good. It's clean. So before I do this, I am going to stick bits of it together. For instance, I'm going to stick his feet in because the feet can't change position. So I'm going to stick this bit together because it's quite annoying having it constantly fall apart. And when I get to doing things like the I would do, but that glue's completely dried up. So let me grab another glue. What I'll do, Lee, is I'll leave his torso and his arms movable, and that way you can position it wherever you want to position it, but the legs are static anyway, and it just means he'll be more attached to the base. yeah, you could 3D print one of these quite easy. Yeah, so I'll leave his arm so you can still, like, you know, position his arm wherever you want it, and the torso you can twist wherever you want it. But by just having the legs stuck to the base, it will make it a lot easier for me to continue like weathering the base up and stuff. That would be nice. But yeah, this is looking all right. This is looking okay. Right, I should grab some varnish. I always use ultra matte varnish. I mean, even this will make a difference to the model because it helps bring colors down and stuff like that. And Although we didn't use any contrast paints, so this is more just for protection from when we hit it with the streaking grime, and then the white spirits don't strip off this paint. There we go. Water in there. Clean that out. Oh, bottle of water. Right, I'm going to leave that there to dry for a minute. I need to go and grab some white spirit. Back in a second. If you want to go crazy, I have Thunderhawk STL files. Christ, yeah, printing a Thunderhawk, that'd be interesting. Oh dear. I shall move my drink away from the white spirit. That's probably sound advice. I need a brush I don't care about killing. This brush will be fine, I'm sure. But yeah, we're gonna cover this in streaking grime, and then we're gonna take it away from all the, well, a lot of the flat, like sort of in the centers of all the panels. And hopefully what we leave behind just gives it'll just go from looking like this to a really grimy looking miniature. But I don't want to do anything yet because I need to let that varnish dry. It shouldn't take very long because it's quite warm in here. Oh, Jim, those tanks look awesome. Mate, your painting is just getting better and better. Love the tracks and everything. They look really cool. I will give this, if this has been sat still for God knows how long, so I'm going to give it a shake. Like I say, this is totally new. Totally new. Sounds so dodgy. What my little vortex mixer. Yeah, it is a. It is a bit. Does sound a bit dodgy. Can't do much about that. Come on, mate. I can just see a little bit of a glisten. Yeah, so what we'll do is let's start down the back here, shall we? And then if it goes horribly wrong, I could be like, oh yeah, but we did it at the back of the legs, it's okay. Now the point is, it's not meant to look very nice. So don't panic, because what you then do is obviously wick away a lot of the paint. Your lovely white model no longer looks lovely and white. I'm gonna just do downward strokes. I just want to do all downs. Keep going downwards. I want to do. Looks like the side of my van. Yeah, I mean that's what it is called. You know, it is grime. It is going to look a bit like that. I have faith. I have faith. It's going to be okay, folks. I do want to get in the crevices though. That's the only thing. There's no point doing it. We're not going to get right into the crevices. Keep those strokes going downwards. And wick up any excess. I don't want it to pool. I just want it to be covered. I don't want pooling. How worried am I at this point? Yeah, about a 6 out of 10. I keep telling myself it's going to be okay. Downward strokes, downward strokes. Downward strokes, downward strokes, downward strokes. They all to be going down. We have faith, we have faith, we have faith. I mean, the nice thing is because the worst case is I can strip it back to the varnish, so in most cases. I mean, even even worse case, I can strip the whole miniature, so it's never that bad, but it's not in some way recoverable. I mean, to be honest, it looks quite badass as it is. It looks pretty cool, like completely grimed up. Getting it everywhere, that's the thing. There's so many little nooks and crannies. It looks like Yoda just pulled this out of the swamps. It looks like he walked out of a swamp. You just said it for me. Oh yeah, you went away for if you just went away from the stream and came back, you're just like, is this a different miniature or Mark just destroy perfectly good miniature? I think it's the latter. Okay. I think we got it everywhere. Yeah, I think we got it everywhere. Right. So, you think the chef will think I dipped it? Absolutely. Absolutely. Right, so I need another little cup. Have I got another little cup around? I'm going to put... Have I got another cup? I've got another cup. I need to put some white spirit in here. Clean this brush. Yes, I just saw that. You do have we have many many references, don't we? Okay, right. Let's test on the back. Let's go to the back and do some testing. Well, I've got some. Hang on, I've got quite a bit of pooling down there. Come to that bit in a second. I kind of want to like lift it away from Well, you know what? I'm a little bit excited, guys. I'm a little bit excited because you have to sort of use your imagination a little bit, but that was kind of what I was hoping it would look like. You see that? So like really like grimed up, but then comes back. That's kind of what I was going for. Oh, I'm a little bit excited. What do you reckon there, the geezer? Do you reckon, can you see it? Can you see the vision? Yeah. It's gonna look proper. Like this thing's been in the wars. This thing, when it got into a fight, it wasn't mucking about. Yeah, that's one shoulder pad, guys. That's what I'm like. Oh, this could become one of my new favorite methods. That's wicked. I like that a lot. Like you're revealing the miniature underneath. This is a cool method. This is a whole new world of me doing primed up 40k. Why have I never discovered this before? Look now, yeah. No, geezer might not get his miniature back. No, he's definitely getting his miniature back. But this is I was looking for something to inspire me back into painting. I think I just found it, guys. I think the world of primed up miniature painting might be there. This might be it, because this is freaking cool. Because then you did all the scratching below, you're still left with all the battle damage that you paint before you do this. So doing this as a last step is so nice. You're just revealing back as much or as little detail as you want. Oh, this is Grime Dark. So yeah, I suppose it should be green. This is wicked. This is really cool. I know every YouTube painter out there at the moment's going, yeah, Mark, we've been doing this for donkey's years, but I've just discovered it, so let me have this moment. I mean, I'm being a bit ginger with it, but I bet you don't even need to be that that sort of gentle. It feels like I can probably go a little bit quicker with the whole process. Just revealing as much as I want as I go. that. This looks, I'm sorry, this looks fucking awesome. Well, that's it. I'm only ever painting grim, horrible miniatures now for the rest of my days. This would be great for like Nurgle and stuff like that. What a difference. What a difference. Hobby Mojo rebuild. Yeah, man. 100%. 100%. This is making me want to do an entire army in this style. Imagine that would look so cool. And I know a million people have done it before, but I'm just saying for myself. An entire army done in this kind of grimed up would just look wicked. Like, it's scary to do because you're going to paint a whole miniature in your usual fashion and be like, yeah, now I'm just going to cover it in this shit and hope for the best. But I'll tell you what, it's totally worth it. This is a game changer for getting just definition in your miniature. Look at how that arm's now dried. That shoulder pad we did a little while ago. Look at that. Look, because you've got the speckling from the scratches. You've got the it just looks, that looks freaking awesome. I couldn't paint that. I could not paint that. I'm gonna grab a clean bud. I don't know if I need a clean one, but I'm gonna grab one anyway. Yeah, 100%. The George Lucas effect is in. This is it. This is. Cover it in grime. This could turn out to be one of my favourite painted miniatures. I'm not going to lie. We ain't even finished. I might need a lifetime supply of earbuds. Oh, cheers, buddy. Yeah, because I'm far too excited. But look at it! Look at it! Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This is a cool effect. Retro Skelly, hello, mate. You're joining me at a point where I'm full of elation and happiness. No worries. I'm just trying to do from like the center out and leave the grime on the like the sort of the recessed areas and stuff. But I'm also just letting it naturally happen. I'm not thinking too much about it. I'm just doing it. No. Just letting it happen naturally. I'll come back and I'll do even other areas. Let me get some. I'm going to do some clean thinner because this is getting quite dirty now. So I don't know if it matters much. I don't think it really matters, but I'm going to clean it anyway. I'll submit it as my spring clean project, Jim. It'll be my comeback. I won't get. I think I'm a long way away from getting gold buttons these days. I haven't been an active member of things for a long time, but I'll happily stick it in as my spring clean project. Right, I'd like to do some of this front work. See if I can get the back. Honestly, it's like a magic eraser or something. You just sort of like pick out the bits you want, sort of bring back the color. Might be the only place that's a bit dodgy because I'm not quite sure the best way to. Everything else I can drag downwards because they're all downwards going panels, but these are flat panels. So yeah, they might be. Maybe I'll just go with a more cleaner than not look on it. I just really sort of just keep the grime to the edges. Thing is, like I say, we can always come back and we can do more. We can add stuff back. We can really tone it to where we want it to be. So yeah, that looks pretty good. I keep showing you guys as we're going, but yeah, this is really happy with this. I'm probably gonna have to go and grab some more cotton. This is the only issue. It seems to be cotton buds. I need loads of cotton buds. No worry, Alex. Catch you in a bit, buddy. Cheers for hanging out. But this is not a stream for everyone, right? So yeah, even just coming and popping and saying hello. I know most of the other guys just come in, say hello, then probably have things to go and do and stuff. So it's always nice to just have people say hello. So I appreciate it, buddy. Right, we're going to clean up the there we go, that's what I wanted. I want to bring the gold back a bit on the chest piece there. He certainly looks like he's been in the wars now, Lee. So this is just a singular miniature, Skelly. This is actually not my miniature. This is Nerdy Geezer's miniature. So he bought this off of eBay, and it was just basically painted. So we had a chat, and he said he would like me to repaint it, and that's what we're doing. Yeah. So we're trying to give it a much better paint job than what it had. So we've gone with this kind of grim dark paint job on it. Yes, if you were to flip back to the beginning of the stream for a moment, you'll see what it looked like before we started. So it was just basically white with a bit of basics, flat colors here and there, and you would see, yeah, that's basically how it started. But now I love the fact that you still get the white underneath. You still get the original paint job that was there, but now it just looks a lot more realistic and sort of with it. And actually down around the back here, I don't actually mind this being even more grimmer, because it's got these kind of vents here where, you know, the engine exhaust would be. But the back side of it would be that much more dark and grim and miserable. Yeah, it's just got more character this way, right? It's we'll do something to the base as well. We won't leave the base as it is. Original paint job looks like I did it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that original paint job. It is what you just call a tabletop ready paint job, right? It's just doing it nice and quick to get it on the table. There's nothing wrong with it. There's definitely far worse. I've definitely painted far worse, so I'm not going to sit here and pretend I'm some freaking genius painter, because I'm not. But I did feel fairly confident that I could make this one look nicer. That's why they're doing it. Yeah, so what I want to do now, go back and almost edge highlight it with a dry Q-tip or earbud, whatever you want to call them, so I can bring back some of the hard edges. One of those things that's hard to know when to stop. I'm going to keep going until I feel we've not just grimed it out too much. There is still a nice looking miniature underneath this somewhere. Imagine a Dreadnought going for a car wash. Well, if you didn't get the premium wash, this is what you might look like. Just a bit streaky when you come out the other side of the car wash. So you didn't pay for the high-end wash. I'll tell you what, for my first paint job coming back into the hobby, I'm fucking well happy. I'm gonna try and match up the panels a little bit because this arm, the other arm's a lot lighter than this one, so I'm gonna try and keep it fairly even. I don't know about you guys, but it's looking not far off, like a point where I might say I don't want to do any more. I don't know, what do you think? Too grimy, or not grimy, or I can get better light on it. Trying to find the right way to. Yeah, I think it's pretty there, right? Let's let it dry for a sec, because we can then have another look at it. Remove all the grime from 1 or 2 panels and paint them a different color so it looks like repairs or replacement. Oh, that's a good idea. I like that, Jim. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I think I might do it in the future when I give that a crack. Yeah, like a knee plate or something like that. Yeah, I like that. That's a good idea. Right. I want to start thinking about the base now, because the base is a bit boring. Love the things you find in your like your bits box for basing and stuff like that. Like this, for instance. This honestly is a bag of snow. That is definitely what that is. So yeah. London is all the same, yeah. Not marching powder. It's definitely a little bag of snow. Right, so ooh, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? This is where I could take him off the base. Though by touching him, if I go underneath and underneath there, I'll pop the model for the minute on there. Right. We'll grab some Mod Podge. A little spreader. Where's my little spreader? Where are you? We're just going to make the base a bit more texture on it, Lee, so it looks a bit more interesting. You love the names of this stuff. What Modge? Yeah, look, yeah, Modge Pod, Mod Podge, Modge Podge. It wasn't quite as unmessy as I was hoping it would be, but never mind. Oh, buddy. We're still going, Chef. We're still going. You've missed some bits and pieces, but we're just getting into the base of this now, and then we'll pop the model back together again. And you can see kind of where we've got with it. We're now going to do the really messy bit, which is put pigment powder on everything. So I do need something to catch the mess, so we're going to go with this. I'm gonna go with this. Oh, you been here, buddy? Okay, mate. Just been Oh, nice. Not the big one, is it, mate? You're not 40 yet, are you? Is it? You're 39, is it? Oh, is it the big one? Nice. That's not what I wanted. All right, Jim, no worries, mate. Catch you soon, buddy. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat. I will be 41. I didn't know you were 40 yet, mate. Right. Maybe it hasn't quite worked how I wanted it to work, but we can work with it, that's for sure. Yeah, so ignore the base has got a lot of drying to do, and we're gonna do some more, but that's kind of where we're at with it at the moment. I need to sort out the base, but the miniature itself, I am yeah, don't worry, the base don't worry, we'll sort the base out, Nerdy Geezer, don't you worry, mate. It will definitely look more interesting than the previous base that was on there. You've seen I've put some of the weathering powders up onto the actual miniature now, so it looks like when it's stamping down on this kind of dusty, crusty planet, that that's picking up the dust as it walks, so it goes up onto the legs and just over the feet. They would be a lot more sort of covered, but otherwise, yeah, we're pretty much there, miniature wise. There's the side. The back. Yeah, of course, man. Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, of course you can. Yeah. Like I say, I will try and cut it up. Whether I cut it up and don't have any voiceover and just have it as a sort of time lapse or something. But yeah, we'll do something to show people the process that we went through in painting it. But yeah, from what it looked like in the beginning, it certainly looks a lot more sort of, you know, next level, I'll say, compared to what it looked like. I'm spotting some tiny little things that I need to correct. There's a little crevice in his finger here which is missed, so but what I'm going to do is I'm not going to over worry about that. I will just catch it with a little bit of probably Black Templar or something in there, or maybe even just a bit of where have I got a good brown? Just put a little dab, just basically put a little dab in there, and there's a few other little places where just little bits and pieces, but you can put the whole stream on there if you want, buddy. You know, some people do watch them because they're quite long and people enjoy them. I don't know when I'm going to get to do the edited version, but I will try and do something. So yeah, for me now, this needs to dry. So I'm probably going to finish the stream, let this base fully dry, and then off stream, I will probably put a wash on the base. I'll dry brush the base. I'll probably then reapply some dry pigment to make it look nice and dusty, and that is probably it done. I've got some Martian plants which might look quite cool. Sometimes if it's all grim, dark and horrible, but sometimes it's nice to put some sort of, you know, fauna or flora on there, sort of thing. But yeah, really, that's it. That is where we are, guys. So that was 2 hours and, or maybe, yeah, maybe 2.5 hours to take that from what it originally was like I said, the base is not finished, so can't count the base right now, but 2.5 hours to get from what we originally had to that. So yeah, I think that will look much nicer on the shelf. Nerdy Geezer, I think you'll like that. Here's Cotton, and my goodness, am I now a massive fan of, where is the stuff? Where did I put the stuff? Where's the special stuff? There it is. Yeah, so definitely the champion of the night is Streaking Grime. Well, I have got a few others. I've got one called Rusty Streaks as well. I've got a couple of other different weathering materials. It'll be interesting to try out those on other miniatures. But yeah, there we go. So hopefully, Nerdy Geezer, by the weekend, this can be back in your hands, and yeah, you can show it off. But hopefully you're happy with it, mate. And just for everybody else, thank you very much for hanging out. This is the first hobby stream back for some time. So if you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up or something. Let me know, and I will keep doing these, and we'll get back into the swinging things. I'm gonna love doing some. Look, I'll show you. Look. We have another one that we can grime up to and back. Even better than that, look, how about his big brother? We can grime this up. We've not only got one of them. We've got two of them. There's two. There's another one here. So we can do 2 nights. We can do 2 awesome nights. We've got some other stuff we can do as well. Some big tanks and all sorts. So I think grime is the new way to go, I think. So yeah, we'll be griming up everything we possibly can now. We'll try a whole bunch of different ways of doing it, but yeah, if this was my first crack at it, I'm hoping I can get better at it. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Loving this miniature, and I'm really happy with the way it's turned out. That is not exactly, I had that in my mind when we started the stream. I didn't think I could actually achieve it, and it's there. So yeah, thanks everyone. I'll see you all soon. Thanks for hanging out, and yeah, see you later. Bye bye.